Telepathy.
Telepathy.
Your favorite podcast on the internet.
With Enzo and Anna Catherine. Hey guys, welcome back to Telepathy. It's currently episode 109. And yeah, we're pre-recording. We're really on it this week.
On the telepathy grind.
Yeah, we're on the telepathy grind this week. Like, telepathy stops for no one. Not
exactly.
even...
I love when we get ahead, though. My computer doesn't. My computer hates when we get ahead and we're productive because, guys, these podcast episodes are like so much storage. Anyways, you don't care. Welcome back. Episode 109, like Anna said. Today, is it hot in here because we're doing our hot takes?
Yes, college hot takes. Also, I'm eating candy corn, so just
that's so
disregard
bad.
that. Couldn't resist. But yeah, we thought it'd be fun because I've been through college. Enzo has just started college.
I know.
So we thought it'd be fun.
So I have a very different perspective on this. A lot of mine are more of just kind of like what I expected college to be in the first couple of weeks versus what it's actually been like. And then Anna's is more of the full 4-year picture. So we have two different perspectives today, which is so interesting. We love hearing different perspectives and hearing all the input on telepathy.
Yes. Before we get into it, though, do you want to kick us off on our icebreakers?
Yes, it's episode 109, which is an odd number. So the work of the camp question and our icebreakers has been delegated to me today. So name, age, and how many piercings do you have, and what's next on your list if that is something you are aspiring to do?
My name's Anna. I'm 22. Today's my last day being 22. So by the time this episode comes out, I will be 23. I currently have like 2 piercings on each ear. So just my normal piercing and then my second piercing. I'm not like dying to get another one, but I may eventually want like, a third one, or like maybe a cartilage piercing, but nothing like too crazy. I feel like piercings aren't really on my list. More like maybe I'll eventually want to get like a little tattoo or something, but currently not really going towards piercings. What about you?
Yes. So hi, I'm Enzo. I'm 18. And what's actually funny is I didn't get my first piercing until I was 17. So I feel like for so long it was one of my personality traits that I had no piercings and I would wear like clip-on earrings and stuff like that. But then it hit me the other day that I have 7 now. And I was like, wait,
wow,
why is it like way more than I thought? So yeah, 7 piercings and a tattoo. Like, guys.
Wait, where's your third ear piercing?
Okay, let me just give you a little piercing tour, I guess. I'll do a visual and an auditory one because Telepathy is a podcast that also has video episodes available exclusively on YouTube and Spotify. I had to plug it. But okay, so I have 2 lobe piercings, and then, so that's 4. And because it's like in a pair, you know what I mean? And then I have my cartilage, both cartilages, but they're kind of in different spots because actually my friend did it for me. She did a good job. She just kind of I didn't know if I wanted like a higher or lower cartilage piercing. So she was like, I'll do both. So I have like this one's a little bit higher up and this one's a little bit lower. And then I got my nose pierced like 2 weeks ago and loving that so far. I'm just impatient because the stud is cute, but I am a little impatient. I want to get the ring soon, but of course I need to not get ahead of myself and let it heal. And it's going to be a little bit longer, not a little bit longer, like actually like a few months before I can change it out. But yeah, I have no regrets. Love my piercings. So yeah, if you guys want to answer the telepathy question, do it in the comment section or DM us or something. We would love to hear your piercing tour. So yeah.
Indeed. So next up we have our music shout-outs.
Music and TV shout-outs. I was going to try to say that in sync, but then I messed it up and said movie and TV shout-outs.
Well, it is movie and TV shout-outs. It's music shout-outs and then it's movie and TV shout-outs.
Yeah, but I was going to say music and TV at the same time as you and be so telepathy, but I failed.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyways, I have one song to shout out this week, or I guess today because we recorded yesterday too, but Love Forever by Kesha. Kesha, like I've always been a huge Kesha fan because of course the nostalgia of it, and she has so many hits from my childhood and stuff like that. But ever since seeing her live and her last 2 albums, she's really solidified herself as one of my top artists. And I feel like she's going to be making a cameo on the Spotify Wrapped. But this is from her album that came out this year. Period is what it's called. Or like, it literally is a period, like the punctuation herself. is the album title.
The song is called Period?
No, that's what the album's called. Title. The album, or the song is called Love Forever with a period in it. And you can find that in Mysterious Telepathy playlist, which shall be revealed soon.
Yes, I'm going to shout out the song Hit Me Now by Feeble is Glock. It's just a random song that happens to be in my playlist. Yes, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about it, except that you can find it in our playlist called the Telepathy playlist, which is on Spotify currently. And you can find it by going to our Instagram at the Telepathy Pod, where we have a little highlight circle that you can click on that has a link to the playlist and has all of the songs that we've ever shouted out in it. Super fascinating, super entertaining. Could last you days, possibly hours.
Yeah, I think we're almost at 300 songs, I think, in it, which is crazy. But it's episode 109, which just goes to show that I'm indecisive and can't not shout out 3 songs. But I've been keeping it to one single shout out recently, so yay for that, I guess.
Movie and TV shout outs? Anything new?
No lo tengo. I don't have any.
Last recorded 24 hours ago.
Literally. And
I don't have anything either. I don't have any movie and TV updates except for that I've just been watching Sex and the City for a while now. And I think I'm almost on season 4. It's been very enjoyable. And now I have a TV. Speaking of movie and TV shoutouts, this is my first time actually having a TV officially. Honestly, I really just watch stuff like on my iPad or computer in my bed. But then I bought a projector for my apartment, which I love. But the projector, I haven't been able to figure out the audio. So when I'm watching it with multiple people, I can't like connect it to a speaker. So it's just like not a pleasant experience. So my mom actually brought one of our old TVs from our bonus room that nobody uses anymore. So I officially have a TV in my living room and I'm kind of loving it. Like, I didn't realize how much I'd love it, but I have enjoyed like sitting on my couch, eating dinner and watching TV, which I have really only done yesterday because I like just got it. But
so TV shout out, like literally shout out to the TV.
No, yeah, literally TV shout out. Yeah, do you have any day recaps? Anything interesting?
Other than this week, I already know it's
that eye roll.
A long, like looking at my Google Calendar, I'm like, there's so much going on. Of course, this is the week where I have no motivation, no energy. I'm so tired. And I've also been going to bed later and later every night. And we need to stop this now because when I get in this cycle of sleep debt, I'm just eternally sleep deprived and all of my motivation just goes away. So we need to fix that ASAP. But I guess speaking of the college, or actually talk about your day really quick. I was trying to get too ahead of myself with the segues.
Oh, you're trying to segue and then just totally forgot that you have a co-host. Okay, I see how it is.
And I was like, oh, you turn.
So yeah, I have been very busy at work this week because we have a huge project that we're turning in tomorrow. Tomorrow's also my birthday. But it's also been like good because it's been like fun. Yes. It's been like fun because my senior manager is visiting from out of town. So we've been doing a lot of like meetings and not like boring meetings, but just like also I don't really think mini meetings are boring. Like I just kind of like socializing. I kind of just like being in a room with people because it like makes the day go by faster. But on the other hand, I've had a ton of work to do at my desk as well. So today I had to stay late. I actually tried to go in an hour early this morning at 8 a.m. That did not happen. I fully planned that since last night. Like I tried to go to bed early and set my alarm early, and then it just did not happen. So I stayed an hour late instead.
Yeah.
And got stuff done. So it's all going good. It's just I'm excited after this to just like relax. But yeah, you know what's not relaxing is college. But
wow, telepathy.
Which
That's
happens.
Crazy.
Yeah. It happens to be the topic of our episode today.
Yes.
And it's going to be a fun one because we're kind of going to do it yes or pass style, not literally, but more like in the terms of like format-wise, like taking turns saying something and then taking a deeper dive on that. So we've each compiled around 5+ college hot takes, and we're just going to discuss our thoughts on college.
Yes, we're going to offer our opinions and then talk about them and see if we agree or disagree, because that's how a conversation works. So yay for us being
I was literally
good
just
podcasters. Telepathy.
I was literally just gonna say, because that's how a conversation works.
But
it's hilarious.
Wow, that was the one-liner. I don't know what I'm saying. I love that my brain deterioration, just the downfall of my brain cells and my energy, is reflected in the podcast.
Right.
And maybe you're listening to this feeling awful and wanting to click off, but at least for me, it's like an accurate reflection of my brain capacity right now. That was a lot.
This is true.
Do you want to start?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so my first college hot take is that dining hall food is sometimes exciting, and I don't really think that dining hall food is necessarily bad. Like, I think people, even at SCAD, like, I feel like SCAD is known for having a really good dining hall, yet people still find a way to complain about it. And in my opinion, I like the idea, maybe all the food isn't that great quality. Maybe sometimes you'll find a hair on your food, or it's undercooked. I personally never got food poisoning at the dining hall. Apparently other people have. But I love the concept of like a giant room full of any type of food that you could choose from.
A buffet.
And you can have anything that you want for that day. Yes, I love the concept of a buffet, which is what a college dining hall has. And I love that there's like soda and drinks, and there's always like dessert. Like, I don't know, I kind of loved that. And you didn't have to cook for yourself. I mean, yeah, I got like sick of it after a while, but overall, I think it's kind of a fun concept.
Okay. No, I see it. For me, the only time I have a problem with the dining hall is when the hours are weird and I'm just having like a longer day or something like that, and so then I can't make it. But I like the salad bar a lot. I will say the whole like undercooking stuff, that whole concept is exactly why I am now pescatarian. And there's never fish in the dining hall, so like basically vegetarian, except sometimes I'll go out and get sushi. That's what that means for me. But the salad bar is good. There's some good variety. There's actual vegetables, which is great. So honestly, yeah, like I agree that dining halls get too much hate sometimes, especially too. This sounds like annoying, but I feel like a lot of times, so the worst food is more of like the pizza or like greasier things, you know what I mean? Because it's frozen pizza, or, you know, maybe the burgers there aren't good quality or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
I mean?
I never ate a burger there. That I did not trust.
Exactly.
However, Kirk, my brother is known famously for having freshman year eaten like 10 burger patties a day.
Oh my gosh.
Every day in the freshman dining room. I'm not even kidding.
That's crazy. No, yeah, I feel like it is like,
what the heck?
Weirdly enough, it's more of like the exciting foods that you would order at a restaurant that are the most sus in a dining hall. But like the salad bar and stuff is good. There's like potato salad and egg salad, and I don't know why I've been eating that up, and I'm not sick of it yet. I've literally gotten potato salad every single day.
I know, whenever they would have pasta salad, I would get that. I love pasta salad or potato salad, like any of those.
Like, I didn't know I liked it so much until it showed up in the dining hall, and I was like, okay, I'll eat every day.
Yeah. My favorite at my dining hall, they had like a sandwich station, like a deli, and you could basically order any type of sandwich, like any type of bread, any type of toppings, whatever. And they always like hit, like they were so good.
That sounds really good. We have bread, but it's very stale, and it's like a make your own situation. But if you put it in the toaster, it kind of like, yeah, it gets rid of the staleness, because you know what I mean? If you toast stale bread, it kind of like, you don't really taste the staleness. Anyways, that's my final thought.
Also, I have one more final thought. The dining hall, I don't know about your dining hall. I'm sure it does, but soft serve, hello? Like, I love soft serve.
Yeah.
That crappy soft serve, it's so good.
Yeah. Sometimes it works like once or twice a week, I'm not going to lie. And then also I have to like pretend that it's not there sometimes, because...
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, normally I'll save my sweet treat for like the weekends, you know? But I'm just like, if I have all this...
That's
and it's also like dairy and stuff too with my stomach. I'm like, if I'm eating this on a random Tuesday, like, send thoughts and prayers, because... Ugh. Anyways...
I was going to say, though, that's very self-controlled of you to save your sweet treat towards the weekend. Like, I wish I was that self-controlled.
No, it's more to give myself motivation to power through the week. But yeah, anyways, so my first one, this is a little bit more of a general hot take, but people are not lying when they say that college is what you make of it. And this is like what I've gotten so far in the first 6 weeks. I'm trying to think if I just...
That's what I always say.
If I just went to my classes, did the work and all of that, turned it in and called it a day, like, would I have gotten something out of college still? Yeah. But it really is like the extracurriculars and the different orgs, I guess, and stuff like that, where you can actually, and even just like the college social life, I guess, whether that's, you know, going to concerts,
just like making
or just
friends.
like the art scene. No, exactly.
Because like my dad's best friends are still his friends from college.
Yeah.
And like, what is college without the memories? Like, you're not going to remember sitting at your desk working on an assignment. Like, obviously you want to get your assignments done, and that's really important. And you want to like try your best, not just for the grades, but like for your development and like the field that you want to go into. But like, you're still not going to look back on college and be like, oh, I miss those days where I would just sit from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at my desk working on this assignment, you know? Like, maybe you might romanticize the study life a little bit, as I do too, but I'm more talking about like, you know, your bigger memories are going to be the extracurriculars you do, the friends you make, the times that you say like yes to something that you typically wouldn't say yes to, stuff like that.
Exactly. Like, you grow so much in college, and it's not just academic wise. Of course, you're going to get your degree and stuff, but though, yeah, I guess the times where you say yes, that encapsulated it pretty well. So yes, what is your next hot take?
So yes. The friends you make your freshman year can actually be lifelong friends. Like,
okay,
I always hear like this could go more for high school too, but like the people you meet freshman year aren't going to be your friends throughout all the 4 years. Which, like, I definitely understand that there are some surface level or like not good friendships that are made freshman year. I can certainly attest to that because one of my best friends freshman year, I don't even know where he is anymore.
That's a future episode.
Oh my gosh, like, yeah, that could so...
Stories I couldn't tell until I graduated. Yeah. Wait, because I could do that for high school.
Yes.
That's an idea. Brainstorms.
Yeah. But on the other hand, like, a few friends that I made freshman year are people that I still keep in touch with. Like, my two, honestly, like, closest friends from college are the two of the suite mates / roommates I had freshman year. And, like, I literally was just texting them earlier today. So, like, I feel like that's just kind of a myth to say that, like, the people you're friends with freshman year won't be your friends forever. I feel like it just is a case-by-case situation.
I agree.
I feel like it's something that can't be generalized.
Yeah, I can really only speak on this in terms of high school because I did complete the 4 years of that, but I'm literally still a freshman in college. So I feel like there were so many people that I was friends with my freshman year of high school that we did not make it to the end. In fact, we didn't make it to sophomore year, a lot of people, but some of my closest friends in high school, we had known each other since freshman year. So I feel like instead of saying the friends you have freshman year are not going to be forever friends, I feel like a better way to word it or to like view it would be to say don't go through freshman year and then call it a day. Like, be open to meeting people sophomore year or junior year, etc. Because there are some friends that I literally met senior year of high school that now we're like super, super, super close. And we just went from acquaintances to best friends really fast.
Same. Like my like really good group of friends from study abroad, I didn't meet them until junior year spring, which is like just about a year before I finished college. And I'm literally going on a trip with them this weekend to the mountains. Like, I think something that was so great about study abroad for me was that I went not knowing anyone. So I got to meet a whole new set of people that I hadn't met before. They were all still SCAD students because, like, my study abroad was like a program, just another campus basically in the school. But it's like, if I hadn't like opened myself up to that situation, like I would have never met some of my best friends now.
Yeah. It's also weird to think about the fact that your future best friends, you might be friends with them now. You just might not be as close. Like one of my best friends, Gracie.
Yes.
So we did an entire musical together sophomore year and we knew each other throughout the process. We would definitely talk, but and always be like, we were friends and always friendly and stuff, but we weren't super, super close. But it wasn't until my senior year that I feel like we both got to know like a completely different side of each other. And that's when we were like, okay, we're the same person. And then we just became best friends from there. And it's like, we still talk every single day. So I don't know. I feel like there's so many different ways to view it than to just make the general statement of, oh, people you meet your freshman year, you're not going to be lifelong friends. It's like, you could, you couldn't. And it's a case by case situation. So always be open to new experiences. Indeed. Wow. How wise of us.
Wow, we're the wisest podcast on the internet.
Yes, this actually segues really well into my next one, which is kind of a 3-parter because there's just a few quick comments I want to make. And that's that having more friends doesn't mean anything, / popularity isn't shit, / being fake doesn't get you anywhere. I feel like there's a lot of behavior in high school that could make you quote unquote popular. But in college, people just don't care. They're just going to move on and say thank you next. Because if you think that having 100 friends makes you like higher status or something, or above all, it's like who you're friends with really doesn't affect anybody but you. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely quality over quantity.
Yes, agreed. And it's so funny going into college because suddenly all those structures do fall apart and you almost start to wonder like what friend groups people were in high school.
Oh, it's
like,
so easy to clock it sometimes who was popular in high school.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easy to clock it and sometimes it's easy like me, like my friends Maggie and Lily, who are my closest friends from college, I feel like I wouldn't have been in the same friend group as them in high school. I still don't fully know what friend group they were in, but like I know for a fact that like I would not have been friends with them. And that's not like a bad thing at all. I'm just saying like high school is so like segmented like that, where also I never would branch out of like the few people I knew in high school, you know, because
yeah, it's like
I was just very like shy.
The Glinda quote where she's like, it's true, our paths did cross. Me, if I met my current friends in high school, it's like our paths would have crossed. We just wouldn't have been best friends. But that's okay.
Yeah. And that's like one of my favorite questions to ask people now is like, what group were you in high school? Like, what was your like clique in high school? Because I think that's so interesting. Yeah. And like so many of my friends, I can tell I would not have been in the same group as them as high school. So it's kind of cool that that all kind of falls apart in college. You can tell though when someone was in the popular group and was kind of like annoying about it.
Yeah. I guess that encapsulates my entire second hot take. So what is your next one? I don't know if I've said encapsulated twice this episode already. I guess it's
okay.
In my vocabulary now.
It's just an encapsulating type of day.
Right.
Okay, my next one is that traveling out of state for college is the best.
Yes, we both went out of state and, well, I guess, okay, you give your thoughts on this first. I got too excited.
Okay. My thoughts are that, so I went out of state. I was like 5 hours from home. And I think if I got waitlisted from NC State Design School. So I didn't end up going there. And if I had gotten in, I probably would have gone to NC State. And like looking back, I'm so glad that that wasn't the case because it's almost like because I got waitlisted, I went with my other option, which was SCAD. Not that SCAD's like the other option, but I'm just saying like, I don't think I would have taken the risk to move out of state if I had gotten into NC State. Mm-hmm. And if I hadn't have moved out of state, I definitely like don't think I would have grown in the same way that I did that I have. Like I could have seen myself, you know, going home, you know, like spending more days at home over the weekends or like
same.
Not being as social because I would have just like gone home, which like would have been so bad. Like I'm so glad that I was so far away because I got to like learn how to, not that I wasn't independent in high school, but like learn how to like live by myself and not be around my family all the time. And like now that I'm like out of college living alone, I feel so much more like secure about it and like comfortable living alone because I've already like been through college living far from home but with people. So now that I'm far-ish from home without people, like it just feels like the next step.
No, yeah, definitely. I completely agree with this. Going out of state was such a good move for me. And I do want to preface my take on this by saying that I do feel very grateful and like it is a privilege definitely to go out of state, especially in the US when out of state tuition is what it is. And also my sister going in state, I'm like, shout out, because her tuition was a lot cheaper. So when second child came around, I was like, I'm applying one place in state. And then also for me, there was really one school in state that I was considering, and that was the UNC School of the Arts. And I still I do really like that school and that program because I did a summer intensive there and I thought it was really good. But for me, I almost wanted to go to a bigger school because I wanted the chances to take more niche classes or just fun, different courses and kind of get that campus vibe as opposed to more of a conservatory type of thing, especially with me. Like I do love film, but I don't want to spend 4 years making short films. Like for me, I like to learn about like the broader aspects. And I'm not saying that that's bad or like you only do one thing at these other schools, but I think that for me going out of state here and with this program, it's the perfect move for me. And I feel like I'm going to get so much out of it. And also with how the AP credits worked, I am likely going to be able to get out in 3 years. Yeah, so being able to graduate early too and stuff is going to save money, which is great. And I had always like wanted to go to school out of state, especially being in film. There's just a lot of different programs that are like halfway across the country, and that's just how it is. And I love this one here, and I'm so glad that I did it. I think that it's helping me grow so much. And I do, North Carolina, it's my home state, you know what I mean? It's not like I hate it or anything, but I definitely started to feel very burnt out and knew that it wasn't my forever home and wanted to branch out and see other places in the world or in the country, I guess. And so that's been super great. So if you have the opportunity to, and that you think that going out of state would be something that like you're intrigued by, I would say 10 out of 10, go for it.
For sure.
Okay.
What's your next one?
My next one, this is kind of a basic one, but I saw a lot of these TikToks giving freshman advice before I started. And the one that people always say is be like, sit in the first or second row in your lectures. And I kind of was like, okay, whatever. It's helped me so much. Like, I really do think that the professors recognize you better, or I don't know. It's nice too, because then I can't get distracted and go on my phone because the professor can see me and I need to pay attention and be respectful and stuff like that. So I can't lock out. I have to stay locked in, which is really nice. So yeah, I do really like that. And I feel like it's not a myth. I guess that's all I have to say about this burning hot take.
Yeah. Wait, can you repeat the hot take? I like missed what the actual hot take was.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I get the whole spiel before. Just that sitting at the front is truly better and works and gives you results.
Yeah, I would say so. I have a funny story about that actually. So my freshman year, I happened to sit in the front row, kind of in the corner, in my speech class, which to this day, my speech professor was still my favorite professor I've ever had. And he chose someone to like pick on during the first day, basically. And because I was in the front row, he chose me. And not only did he choose to pick on me for the first day, but it was like the whole quarter. Like, he was kind of like a bit guy. Like he would have like a bit, like a running joke throughout the whole quarter. And he would always say like, Anna, if we're doing this, blah, 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 and then ask a question. Or like, he would like say my name to like get everyone's attention. It was like a speech giving.
Oh my gosh.
It's so hard to explain.
And you know he thought he ate with that too, and you're sitting here like, please kill me now.
No, he kind of did eat with it. Like I loved it. Everyone thought it was so funny.
There was a vision.
And everyone remembered me from that. Like if I would see them in the hallways, like in the future quarters, they'd be like, "Wait, are you Anna from speech class?"
The Anna from speech class. Period. Yeah. Leave your mark.
And like, Yeah, and it was like because I sat in the front row, and then it's almost like he knew me better by having this bit that like I feel like I did better in that class because I was more confident, because I was like, okay, the professor already knows who I am, so I might as well just like do my best and blah blah blah. So I definitely agree. To be fair, most of SCAD's classes are very weird. Like we would sit, it wasn't like a typical setup. A lot of times it was like a circle,
okay,
or like along two walls where the computers were, like facing the walls. So there was sometimes no such thing as a front, but yes, for the most part, definitely agree.
Love lecture in the round. That's so fun. Okay, my next college hot take is that college.
Or wait, no, it's my turn.
Sorry. That is so embarrassing.
Gosh,
that's really embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. I might have to cut that out. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'll leave that in for the bit. That's so embarrassing. Okay. I'm listening.
Okay, actually, my next one is like kind of going off of the same topic-ish.
Okay, perfect.
But it's that you actually should pay attention in your freshman year classes. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's just like your freshman year classes, like, you know, they're not as important as your like junior year or senior year classes. So like, you don't need to pay attention as much. But I feel like it is, obviously you should be paying attention in any college class because you're paying for it. And two, like freshman year kind of sets the foundation for how you're gonna treat all of your classes, and like what your work ethic is gonna be like and what your study style is gonna be like, you know.
Yes. No, I completely.
What are your thoughts on this as a freshman?
Yes, I agree. I think also with people constantly talking about how it's going to get harder and stuff like that, now that makes me want to lock in even more my freshman year, because my thought process is, okay, you know, if I'm even struggling one bit in this, it's just going to keep getting worse. So like I need to like lock in right now so we're ready for when it progresses. So yeah, definitely. Right. I feel very locked in on my classes. It's just this week specifically, I've been so tired, but then that's stressing me out because I have like a really bad fear of falling behind in college. So now I'm just spiraling, but it's okay. Is it
next
time?
One?
Okay,
I
was like scared. I was
yes.
okay,
good. You can go now.
It's time, guys. And this actually goes kind of with me flopping, but my next college hot take is that college is in fact rejection therapy. There's so many different instances, whether it's academically or socially, where I'll be like, let me put myself out there, and it flops. And you know what? We just have to keep our heads held high and get up off the floor and keep going, especially too with stuff like, yes, your freshman year, or honestly just at the start of any new semester, there are going to be so many orgs and different student opportunities that are on the sidewalk trying to get you to join and apply for their little thing. And though they act like they want all these new members, they will reject you. That's a joke. But I don't know. I feel like college is just, this is me being 6 weeks in, but so far I'm getting the vibe that you kind of just have to throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And we're in the process of that right now because I don't know what the fuck is sticking.
Yeah. You can't even say that because you just got accepted by like 2 different things.
And rejected by like 3 others.
The whole point of getting rejected is so that it pushes you towards the thing you're actually supposed to get accepted to.
True. Okay, but I auditioned. No, hold on. I auditioned. Damn. I applied for 2 different departments within the school newspaper, got rejected from both. And then I auditioned primarily for the cast of one of the theater orgs, got cut from that. So trials and tribulations. You know, I've had my share. Yeah, thank you. I'm just kidding. There's a trials and tribulations. There. Anyways, I need to get an air purifier.
My last one, and I feel like this might be controversial. I kind of feel like the freshman... Okay, hear me out. Okay, guys, hear me out. I'm scared. I kind of feel like the freshman 15 is a myth. And it's because obviously the dining hall is like open for you to eat at. You can have whatever you want under your meal swipe. You're also like kind of living alone, so you have more freedom to just go get like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's whenever you want.
Do you hear my sweet mates blasting Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood and belting it?
I don't.
Because they're eating. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we're going to let them shine. Okay,
That's
keep
so
going.
Funny. But I think that like also in college, there's so much opportunity for like exercise. Like I feel like just walking around campus can like burn so many calories. So I always felt like it evened out for me. And I feel like there's so much opportunity to be active in college. Like you're always walking around with friends. If you don't have a car, you know, you're just always walking around on campus. I feel like I got so many steps freshman year, and yes, but what are your thoughts?
Yes, I will say I kind of wanted to make like a full either like YouTube video or podcast or something about this, but coming to college and there's been so much food talk, and I get we're away from home and we're adjusting to new eating habits, whether it's the dining hall or just like not being able to go straight down to your kitchen and stuff. But the constant food conversation, it's like, I know we're just talking about ourselves, but sometimes it does feel like we're projecting a little bit, and I don't want to hear all this food talk. And I feel like the Fresh and 15 is just another way to get people to be insecure about their bodies. And yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. It is like hard to like constantly be around hearing like, oh, the Freshman 15 or like, it's like, guys, everybody's journey with food is its own personalized thing. And so when we try to generalize it to be like this one weight gaining period, it's like, oh, I feel like this I'm in enemy territory. This isn't good, guys, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, like why don't we just like not talk about it and just like go about our lives?
Right. Why don't we just eat what makes us feel good and get our veggies and our nutrients?
Yeah, because truly, I think if you are eating like in one, when you're hungry, two, trying to get all the
like variety
ingredients. Yeah, trying to get all the nutrients. But and then also just being a normal amount of active, like I don't think you really have anything to be concerned about. If you're going to McDonald's every night and buying like 3 hamburgers, okay, well.
And also like, yes, it's fast food, but it adds up. So just putting that out there, it's not that cheap. It will add up.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't get a Happy Meal every day because your bank account won't like you. For that reason, yes.
What's your next?
Okay, my next.
Is this the last one, or do you have a few
little
more
ones which are pretty quick? And this one actually kind of goes with what you said, but you don't have to go to the gym every day to get your exercise. I feel like there are a lot of people like, oh, I have to go to the gym, I have to do this, and kind of like this constant stress. But I'm honestly walking and exercising so much every day that I like that I'm getting my vitamin D too, and just being outside I think is really good for me. So I don't fully, and I know some people like going to the gym releases endorphins and can be a good part of your routine, but I don't think if the gym isn't for you, don't freak out, because gym culture is scary and just the environment terrifies me. But there's so many ways to get exercise so you can still feel good and all of that. So that's one of my hot takes.
Very, very, very true.
Yes. Okay, and my last one, I guess just the whole concept that like get out of your dorm or just don't be in your dorm 24/7. I understand that to some extent, and I think it is good to go to a coffee shop to study or go to the library and just be in a new environment. But I also think that if you need to just go back to your dorm for like 3 hours to get work done and or take a power nap, that I feel like that's so okay. And I feel like I've had days where I'm just in the dorm more and I don't feel any less productive or anything. And sometimes it's just nice to be in an enclosed, safe space. So yeah. Do as you please.
I agree. And like, I feel like it's so easy to get FOMO in college. Like if some of my friends were going out to like get dinner somewhere, like fast food somewhere, I'd be like, oh, like I don't really want to go. Like I really want to just like spend this hour on homework that I really need to get done, or just like have alone time, like read a book or something. But I would just always get so much FOMO of like, what conversations am I going to miss out on if I'm not going to this? So like, Yeah, FOMO is like a hard thing to get around. And I kind of like having FOMO because it allows me to like say yes to more things. And then I always end up having fun. Like I never regret saying yes to doing something. But you also do have to like give yourself time to yourself, like you have to give time to yourself. So.
Yeah. And I feel like at home, I spent a lot of time doing stuff in my room, whether it was making music or editing or something like that. So it's always been a part of my routine. And so I didn't want to just like go cold turkey and like start only editing in the library now or something. Like I have this little chair here that I really like. And I will say, I think it is good to try to avoid doing stuff on your bed, like homework and stuff like that, just to keep it as like a sleep space. And also, I mean, the whole laundry situation and stuff like that, like obviously maybe you won't be able to like wash your sheets as much or just like something like that. You know what I mean? That you don't want to put your outside clothes. Guys, if you get the outside clothes on your bed concept or like, you know what I mean? If you're like I need to be fully showered before I get under the covers every night kind of girl, you get it. And I hear you. So just know that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, I'll go on my bed and outside clothes.
I'm on the dirty girl.
No.
# dirty girl aesthetic.
It's okay. No, for me, it's just never under the covers unless I'm in my pajamas.
Not for me. For me, it's get fully under the covers in my jeans and take a nap, or get fully bundled up under the covers and do my homework.
That's so valid.
Unfortunately, I totally agree that it's healthier to not do homework in your bed. But I can't focus sitting at a desk. Usually I have to like be sitting in a really weird position if I'm going to be sitting at a desk.
Yeah. So I guess maybe the hot take with that is like, do whatever works for you. If that means doing homework in your bed, then do it. Actually, never mind. Embracing a new mentality.
Well, I don't know. I would say yes, but at the same time, like, I do think it's better to go like, if you can't focus at your own desk, go to like a coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
Like, I do think it's not great to study in your bed, because it's nice to keep your bed as like a sacred space for sleep, but I can't follow my own rules. So
yeah, I think if I have more of a mindless assignment to do, like for example, my music assignments where I'm kind of just filling in rhythms and different notes and stuff like that, I am totally okay with going to like a coffee shop or something and doing that there. But if I'm doing more of like a writing assignment, I do kind of like being in my chair here, because I can almost control the stimulation based on how I need it. So if I need stimulation, I guess I'll just turn up my music all the way or like put something like upbeat on. But suddenly if I'm like, no, I need it to be fully quiet in here, like I'm so locked in, I can just pause my music, So it's like you're in a controlled environment. For sure. That's funny.
That's very true.
Anyways, guys.
Well, yeah. This was honestly such a good episode. I loved this.
Yes, you can go cool off after this because our takes were just so hot. Actually, hopefully they weren't that hot, because maybe you agreed with some of them. And if you don't, that's okay. You can let us know your thoughts, or if you have any different things that we didn't touch on, feel free to let us know. I say that every time and it's crickets. Just kidding, guys. It's okay. We love the silent viewers. We love.
Yes.
The algorithm doesn't love us, though. That's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Thank you guys so much for watching, though. Go follow us on Instagram at the Telepathy Pod, and come back next Tuesday because we'll have another exciting episode for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching / listening, depending on your preferred type of consuming our content.
Yes. Or watching and listening if you started watching it and then logged in and now you're listening in the background.
That is very true.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. See you next Tuesday.
Thumbnail. I'm just kidding.
Bye, guys.
Bye.